Well, hello there. Welcome back to Acadian Comics. I'm your host, James Fondren, and in today's video, we're doing Comics Haul number 10. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10. Thank you, everybody who has viewed these videos. I hope you've enjoyed kind of seeing what's out there in the comic book shop space, what's coming out of the mainstream, what's coming out of independent, aside from our crowdfunded books, whether that's Comicsgate or other independents out there who are doing crowdfunding on Indiegogo or elsewhere. But anyway, with that being said, let's get right into it. Let's get into my haul. So yesterday was New Comics Day, and I'm just gonna take a look here, make sure I got everything on the level first before we get deep into it. I'm sorry, my stack is not in order. I apologize. Let me get that in order real quick so we can go through all these. I gotta say, everybody, I kind of went hog wild. I went hog wild, and I did some things I said I wasn't gonna do. It's a real problem, and I got to deal with it. So, all right. So the first book is by Valiant. It's Ray, the Book of the Darkay. I guess that's what it is. I know I'm butchering that. Someone's gonna come along and say, anyway, but this is the road to resurgence of the Valiant universe. They're kind of rebooting Valiant, it's redoing everything. So this is Ray, and I took a peek through it, and yeah, I mean, interesting. Here is Valiant's resurgence of the Valiant universe, kind of showing you the timeline of everything. So that's kind of cool. What's coming out when? Yeah, so I'm interested to see and check this one out. I'm gonna read it, but God, I got a stack. I have a stack, and I have got to get through my stack before I buy any more comics. It's ridiculous. I mean, I've got things I need to read. So that's Ray. Okay, let's see if I can get this off screen. Off screen. Yes. Okay, and I am a Star Wars fan. Not so much of the new Star Wars, but definitely original series. A New Hope, Empire Strikes Back, and Return of the Jedi. Grew up on those as a kid, and I was also a kid when I was 12 years old when the the Phantom Menace came out. So I basically, by the time the prequel trilogy was done, I was a senior in high school, and so I kind of saw that progression. So I got in at the best time. I think, quintessential Star Wars. People would say, well, the prequels kind of weren't what I wanted, but I liked all of them up until the point I saw The Last Jedi, and I literally thought I was being punked during that movie. I didn't like it at all, and the rest is history, as they say. But this is Jango Fett number 3. I've got number 1, number 2, and when this series is over, which maybe it won't be because it's not one of anything. It's a continuing series. So I don't know how many comics they intend to do in Jango Fett, but yeah, I'm gonna skip Ahsoka. Skip that. But I am gonna. I do like Jango Fett, so I'm gonna read that. And so far, I mean, how do you mess this up? It's a bounty hunter story, right? How can you mess up a bounty hunter story? I don't think you can. Maybe you can. I don't know. We'll find out. If there's something in here that I think is crazy, yeah. Okay. All right. So that's Jango Fett number 3, and this is number 5, John Constantine, Hellblazer Dead in America, number 5. We're going to talk about this comic. We're going to talk about what they're doing with it. There's one comic in particular, one issue that I didn't really look. There's an art style change here. 3 different art styles actually in here. So, anyway, yeah. I already looked at this. Swamp Thing really doesn't show up in here. It's kind of a cash grab, if you ask me. There is no real... Swamp Thing isn't actually in this comic, just so you know. But I gotta read it. I've got so much to read. It's ridiculous. Next week. Now, this caught my eye. This is pretty cool. Red 5 Comics, number 1 of 4. Blood and Fire. This is like a Japanese comic book. And this is in the 16th century Japan in 1563 AD. So this is awesome. Like I'm into this. Just finished Dino King, great manga, Japanese orientation there. So, but this is like, I like the style of this. It does change a little bit, like, but I read this on the subway back, on the train ride back, and pretty straightforward revenge samurai story. So this is Blood and Fire number 1. I'll probably get the whole series here. So this is one of 4. Oh yeah, and I finally got the cover I wanted for Star Trek Defiant. Hell is only a word, part 4. So yeah, I'm gonna read it. And I've been reading it. I like it. You know, it's good. Like, you have the thing about it is these characters, they have reference, so they gotta look on spot, and they do. Worf looks like Worf, you know. Um, and I don't know about this kind of linear side scroller stuff, you know. I don't know. It's serviceable, but anyway, that's Star Trek Defiant. Oh yeah, Ultimate Spider-Man number 4. Now let's see how many times. Oh, sorry, this is number 5, issue number 5. Let's see how many times Spider-Man appears. And I'm spoiling this big time. Okay. Okay. There's Peter Parker. Peter Parker from Forest Hills. Peter Parker. That's where I live. I live where Peter Parker's from. No. Didn't appear in this issue either. It's a Spider-Man comic with no Spider-Man in it. Alright. That's Ultimate Spider-Man number 5. The Creature from the Black Lagoon Lives, issue number 2. So I liked issue number 1. And, like, this could easily be a movie. Like, I can see Universal making The Creature from the Black Lagoon. And I hope they do. I want to sit in the theater and watch that. That would be so cool, you know? Anyway, that's issue number 2 from Image of Universal Monsters Creature from the Black Lagoon Lives. Creature from the Black Lagoon Lives, issue number 2. Now, they had a bunch of these Image firsts in the store, and I just got a reprint, a facsimile, if you will, of Spawn number 1, and you know, just to see for nostalgia's sake, you know, like, pretty cool. You know, just so cool. The first Spawn comic, you know, but to see it nice and new and crisp and everything, that's a cool thing, I think. Yeah. Yeah. Spawn number 1. A reprint. $1. Alright. Now, I'm looking forward to reading this. I read the first Darth Maul, black, white, and red. I think I said red, black, and white, but it's actually Star Wars Darth Maul, black, white, and red. So I kind of like the art style and the direction. They have all the cool Star Wars aesthetics. Yeah, I'm gonna skip Ahsoka. Okay, I know you're pushing Ahsoka, but I will not buy Ahsoka. Give me characters I like. I'll buy it. You know, I like Jango Fett. I like Darth Vader. I like Darth Maul. It's hard to screw that up, right? So, yeah, this is looking good. It's looking good. All right. Oh yeah, he's about to kick some ass. Yeah, got some badass Sith action going on here. Oh, I like this. I like that shot right there, that panel. That's awesome. Look, Darth Maul, he got away. He's hiding. He looks like a cat. He looks like a cat hiding up there. He looks like a cat hiding up in the air ducts, like it's Die Hard. Come out to the coast. We'll get together, have a few laughs. All right. Oh god, that's funny. And then we got Helverine number 1. Yeah. Helverine. I'm looking forward to reading this. They're getting me. I gotta say, Marvel, they are getting me. I'm a dupe. They're getting me on some of this stuff. Look, it's Helverine. Well, how did Wolverine become Helverine? Well, I don't want to spoil it, but that's Helverine number 1. Gotta get you number 1s. I mean, they got a boatload of number 1s. Too many number 1s. And then, I knew I wasn't going to do this. Blood Hunt number 1. Midnight Suns. So I have some, like, Midnight Suns from, like, the 90s that are still in the plastic wrap. But maybe they'll give us more of an explanation of, like, what's going on with Blade and this and that, and you know, I'd like to know. Oh, I like the lighting. I like the coloring they did with the lights. That looks good, man. Pretty sweet. Again, it's like a movie we're not getting yet, or we may not get, but still, like, okay. Go to Iraq. Iraq, man, I can't wait. Okay, so I'll read this. Looks pretty good. Looks entertaining. If I like it, if look, let's put it this way. If I like this, I'll stick to Blood Hunt, the main plot line, and I'll pick up Midnight Suns. I'll get the 3 issues of Midnight Suns as they come out. So we'll see. And again, a little nostalgia. This is a king size annual of the Avengers. You know, this is the last book I have here for Comics Hall number 10. But you got your greats. You got, you know, writer Chris Claremont, penciler Michael Golden, Jim Shooter, editor in chief. You know, the greats. Yeah, there's a lot of value in this. Like I always like to study this and look at it and see how it was done, how the professionals do it. You know, from all ages. So, yep. It's a facsimile. This is a facsimile. So, well, look, I hope you enjoyed this edition in episode number 10 of Comics Hall. And I got to see this again. I haven't laughed that hard in a long time. It's, you know what it is? I'll tell you what it is. Let's see, where does he go to the air vents? God, I don't want to spoil it. Okay, here we go. He's in the air vents. You know what it is? It's the face paint. Like, he looks like a cat from that perspective, you know? You look at Darth Maul like that, he's badass. Look at Darth Maul, it's bad. And then you get to this, meow. Last we will have our revenge. Meow. Sorry, I couldn't help myself, but it's the perspective. And you know what? They did it right. It's like, I wonder what this process was like. It's like, okay, like, what's that going to look like? I don't know. But anyway, I hope you enjoyed it. I'll catch you right here next time. Take care. Bye for now.